PewPewNationTV, welcome back. Hey, Armando, your host, here with you again today. I hope you guys had a fantastic week. Today, the CZ P0-1 SKU number 99041 steel, second rarest CZ P0-1 in the world. Okay, the first one was the 99021 SKU number, very limited production that was imported into the States. The 99041 is the second one with the fewest amount of imports into the States, but readily more available in the 21. So today I'm going to go ahead and review for you that 41, that 99041, that nearly was almost a year from design to completion. I went all out on this build, guys. Okay, I basically thought about every single detail in this build. It went from mind to paper, from paper to Cajun Gunworks. I mean, Scott, when he was over there at Cajun Gunworks, he absolutely knocked this one out of the park. I think it almost made him quit, according to what he was telling me. So we nicknamed this piece the Heartbreaker, because it broke a lot of hearts along the way to get this build complete to my expectations and my specifications on what I wanted, but it turned out to be a beast of an absolute P0-1 pistol. Mad reviews on Instagram, lots of hits on this. This build was done back in 2019. And I never actually really got around to doing a complete review, tear down over it. We're going to do that here today. I've got some clips of it at the range with myself. I'm going to include that in here also as well. There were a few big name players involved in getting this project done. So let's not waste any more time. Let's jump on over there to the bench, and we're going to go ahead and get this thing going. See you over there. All right, guys, here we are at the bench. All right, and here she is. The CZ 75 P0-1 SKU number 99041, the fully finished custom piece. Let's jump right into this thing. Before we tear this thing down today, I just want to show you some of the details on the outside of this. You're going to notice that I'm going to go through everything on a list that I created for this review, which shows basically 18 items in total, 18 modifications or enhancements that were done to this P0-1. All right. From the outside, I'm just going to go over it really, really quick. Everything that you see on here that is in what appears to be gold is not actually gold. It is tin. It is titanium nitrate. It is a coating that was applied to everywhere that you see this coloring done. This was all, aluminum stamped. As you can, I'm going to hold this up to you there so you can see it a lot better. There you see the CZ logo. This was at some point what appeared to be, stainless steel. All right, so that was enhanced or fabricated. You're going to notice the actual shines, the reflection that is on here, okay, on the actual pistol, which would actually seem to indicate that it was blued. No, it was not. This was all hand polished to a mirror finish. You're going to see photos of that in here, okay? And then it was applied with the coating, which is called DLC, which is diamond-like coating, okay? We had the frame. Let me take it apart first, just to be safe, all right? Not that it's loaded. Magazine is empty, so we're clear there. The magazines were also sprayed with titanium nitrate, right? Tin, just to have some extra lubricity. So let's go ahead and clear this thing. Safety's off. All right. She is free and clear. You can tell, nothing in there. We're empty. We're good to go. All right. You're going to notice on here that the barrel, okay, was also done. It was hand polished, hand mirror polished, and it was also coated in titanium nitrate, as long as with the stainless steel guide rod. The actual barrel bushing on here was also done, okay, fitted with a new barrel bushing, crowned on the barrel. We're going to take this apart, and I'm going to go over the whole thing with you, but you can tell. All right, not plastic on the grips, by the way, either. No, we're going to cover that here in just a moment. So we're free, we're good. All right, let's go ahead and take this thing apart. Safety's off. we're going to go ahead and we are going to go ahead and line these two little notches. For those of you that have your CZs and, hey, how do I take this apart? How do I field strip it? You got two notches here and here, one on the frame, one on the slide. You got to make sure that you have these two that are lined up as you see right there. All right, then what you want to do is you want to go ahead and flip this thing over. You're going to look at your slide lock pin here. We're going to push down on that, remove it, slide it forward, and presto, just like that, she is apart. All right. One thing I do want to mention on here for you really, really quick, and I'm going to get into the details here in a moment, is everything on this pistol here was hand polished. It was coated inside and outside. All the internals were completely redone, just for, just for lubricity, if that makes any sense. So we're going to take the spring out, the guide rod, pop the barrel out here real quick for you. There you go. All right, and there's a slide. The barrel, as you can see right here, make sure I'm looking correctly. Okay, was also done in titanium nitrate. Okay, it is a coating that is on here that is basically very, very tough. It adds, yes, some bling to it, if you will. All right, you can see the barrel was crowned 33 degrees right there. I spared no expense on this, guys. All right, but let's get into it a little bit further. Here's the inside. Trying to see if I can give you the best shot here possible. There we go. All of the internals on here were all polished. Let me get my pen here. We're all polished, as you can see here. Everything hand polished. Everything. All right. Also coated in DLC inside and out. Now, diamond-like coating, in case for those of you that do not know, is an aerospace technology. Okay. The coating is aerospace. It's done basically. So how can I put this? Notice one thing here on the slide. Okay. And we just shot this thing. All right. There is no grease on the slide rails, as you can see right here. None. Why? It doesn't need any. This thing can run dry. All right. I do put a little bit of gun oil in critical areas such as the springs here and here. That's about it. Right here and back over here is the only place where I'll put a drop of gun oil. That's it. Everything else I run dry. I don't need it. I don't need to put grease or oil anywhere. That's what DLC does. Diamond-like coating, right? Does not need any lubrication whatsoever. And this thing has been fired quite a bit. I do take this to the range a lot and I do enjoy it. And she runs like a bat out of hell. All right, so let's go over the list here real quick, but this is the field strip already done. That's as far as you really need to take this thing down. Starting off from the list that I have here. So what did I do to this thing? Well, let's start with the outside first before we get into the internals. So actually, no, let's just follow the list. I'm not going to get all crazy. Let's start with the Cajun Gun Works right here. In case you guys want to know, hey, where can I get my CZ work done? Right here, Cajun Gun Works. You can send it here. Scott Milan used to be there at Cajun Gun Works. He now has his own machine shop, Impact Machine. There's going to be links in the description down below for Impact Machine. They do everything that was once done over at Cajun Gun Works, but Scott is the man that you want to talk to. Okay. Not that there's anything wrong with Cajun Gun Works. It's still a family-owned business. If you need parts for your CZ, you can go here. All right. So go ahead and check them out. Right. So let's press on. Starting from the list. So Cajun Gun Works, Scott over there basically put in the action on this thing is the Pro package. It's their Pro package. All right. That we got in here. Basically, this provides an enhancement of the trigger that is insane. And when I mean insane, I mean insane. It also provides you with the option of choosing a not so fish hookish type of trigger shoe, as most P0-1s will bring. I can't stand them because they pinch the hell out of my fingers. So on my CZ, on my P0-1s and my CZ, my PCR, that fish hook type OEM trigger shoe went away. That's one of the first things I got rid of because I couldn't stand it. All right. So I went to, on my PCR, I went to what they call a combat style trigger shoe, which is less curvature on there. It's a little bit wider and it's just overall more comfortable. okay, when you go and shoot this thing. I went with a single action only conversion on this P0-1 just because it's amazing. All right. So pro package, check it out. Again, Cajun Gunworks. You can go ahead and go to their website and you can go ahead and look at their parts. And that's where you can pick one of those up. So single action only conversion. Back here, we went ahead and did a cutout. Scott did a cutout back here. So you get a better shot of this right back over here at the slide, okay, in this area right here. And we basically went with a titanium, again, nitrate coated hammer, but this hammer, okay, is a little bit bigger, all right? Hence the slide cuts back here because this hammer goes on a CZ tack sport pistol, which is a full-size competition style pistol, but we went with this style of hammer for better performance enhancements. Okay, it's just less weight. I'm telling you, he detailed this thing out so good it wasn't even funny. This thing is just like on steroids. Next thing on the list that we went with is we went ahead and had let me see, we went, yep, Novak cuts on the slide right here. We're now going to talk about the actual rear sight. It's an LPA style rear sight, okay, where you can have elevation drift adjustments here. It is a blacked out serrated sight with a fiber optic front. Let me see if I can get this one here for you so you can tell better, right? Let me get my action better. There you go. Rear black serrated sight, fiber optic red on the front. Okay, and she beams and she focuses in just perfectly. Love it, right? This is provided by Dawson Precision, who provided the front sights along with the rear. The next thing that we did on the slide, and I'll get back to the frame here in a minute, is we went ahead and did slide cuts on it. All right, we went ahead and did slide cuts on it. You can tell that these things absolutely came out amazing. There you go. That's better focus on the camera here. Now you'll be able to tell a little bit better what this looks like. I'm going to put the barrel back in it, and you'll be able to appreciate the slide cuts a lot better with the barrel inside, as you can see right here. Okay, that tin just comes through really, really nice, as it does right there. Okay, so we'll go ahead and I'll show you this as well. This right here, you'll notice also is we had the barrel crowned 33 degrees. Like I said, we replaced the barrel bushing also as well with the Cajun Gunworks bushing, which basically provides much better lockup, less sloppiness. On here also titanium nitrate coated, along as well with the stainless steel, not plastic, okay, as you would find in most guns like this. Stainless steel guide rod, also coated in titanium nitrate. Okay, green colored spring is part of the trigger enhancement from the Pro package. Okay, so you may ask, Armando, how is the trigger on that thing? Well, it is amazing, the trigger on this thing. This right here is a 2.5 pound pull with a 1 millimeter reset. Okay, 2.5 pound trigger pull, 1 millimeter reset on this right here. It rivals the hell out of my 1911s. Any of you out there that have seen videos on my 1911s, especially my custom, know that they run like a raped ape. This one doesn't stay too far behind. All right, it just doesn't. This thing was built for speed. That's how I wanted it. Next thing that we did to this thing was the firing pin block was deleted from here. You CZ guys out there know exactly what I'm talking about. The discus gone. You know, some of you guys like doing that, especially when you're into the competition shooting stuff, because just performance. It's all about speed. That was done, taken out of here. Mag release button, also tinned. The button itself. However, if you'll notice right here, the actual magazine ejection, this is the pad right here. But the button itself is extended. The button is extended, all right, just to have a better purchase on it. And it was also coated in titanium nitrate, as you can tell on this side right here. There it is. right here where I'm pointing. All right. The other thing I want to talk to you about too is the grip screws. Now, the grip screws, some people may be asking, well, Armando, hey, is that plastic? No, it is not plastic. This is actual wood. Okay. This is called flame ammonia. And these are one-offs. They were custom built by my friend Jamie D at Defender Custom Guns. He's the same gentleman that did my custom 1911. What Jamie did on here, though, is he made these in palm swells. And you can tell right here. That little curvature that you see right here going on is palm swells. I needed it because I love palm swell grips. The grip screws on here, Torx, that was upgraded as well, and they were also coated in titanium nitrate. I'm telling you, every detail on this thing was meticulously thought out. It's just the way that I want it. I said, I want to build a monster of a pistol, and this is it. Before we did that, in the very beginning, in order for the DLC, the diamond light coating, to give you this kind of sheen on here, like if it was blued, but it will never wear out. That's the beautiful thing about it. This will not, like bluing, guys, you know this. Bluing over time, taking it in and out of your holster, just holding it with your hand and stuff, it will fade and you will have to re-blue your gun again at some point. With DLC on a mirrored polish finish, you get the same sheen as you will with bluing, okay? But DLC, generically, when it's applied to a carbon metal type of frame or a barrel, it's a flat black, but it's very, very durable. Very, very durable. It's bulletproof in my opinion, okay? But what we did here is when we mirror polished this thing, and the mirror polishing was done by Brandon Bunker at Bunker Arms. He is a custom 1911 builder, okay, who actually did us a favor. I have a little snapshot of that in here also as well. I believe the dragon scales here were also done by a gal, unfortunately, who's no longer with us. And she used to work, and forgive me, I cannot remember her name right now. And this was done a while back ago when she worked over, I believe it was at APW, Coggin Works over in Alabama. Dragon scales, we had these laser engraved into the back strap here. As you can see here, let me see if I can get a better shot. There you go. We also had that done on the front strap. Dragon scales, as you can see right there. But then I wanted to take it a notch further, right? Because this is just how Armando does his guns, right? We just have to go to the extreme. It's the Cuban in me, man. It's like, I gotta go all out, right? Right here. Front of the trigger guard, dragon scales also as well to match the ones back here. That was done in the front. Okay. What else? We covered that. Dragon scales, flame ammonia on the grips. Perfect. I think we're pretty much, covered the build on this thing. Extended slides, extended safeties right here. Okay. Not your usual flat ones as it comes from the factory. Also made sure that our red dot on here went onto the finish. Let's see if I can get a better shot of the actual red dot. There it is right there. See? Had to make sure we got that just to keep this thing nice and clean. By the way, in case you guys wanted to know out there, where do you get a flat trigger like this for single action only and the pad for your magazine ejection button? Armorycraft. Go and check out armorycraft.com. My buddy Milo's Clackles over there. He's got parts for CZs and he's got them also for Sig Sauer pistols. All right. Great guy. Hit him up. Armorycraft.com. Okay. He can hook you up with that. So let's go ahead and put this thing back together again. You're going to see how easy it is to do. Basically, anything, did I leave out anything on the slide? No, I did not. Everything looks good there. We'll take our barrel, slide that sucker right back into place right there. We'll take our stainless steel guide rod, put our spring on there, slide that sucker back in here, push it forward into the barrel just like that. One other thing I wanted to tell you on this is you'll notice on CZs one very, very cool thing. First of all, the Boris axis on this is not as thick okay, as you would see on like your SIGs and your Glocks and stuff like that. It is very low profile, very low profile. This aids, okay, in sight acquisition, okay, for follow-up shots. It's just a lot quicker. And I mean, it's just very fast. Some people find one problem with this thickness, this bore axis of the slide. If you got big fingers, big, big knuckles, if you will, just fat fingers like I do, okay, you're going to find that it's a little bit difficult, and you're going to have some getting used to of actually racking the slide on your CZ pistols, especially this type of model. It's just something you got to get used to. Okay, people just basically want to grip. Oh, I got this big old piece of meat right here, and I'm just going to rack it, and we're good to go. These require a little bit getting used to. Just putting that out there, all right? The other difference that I like about this is that your guide for your rails on your slide are usually external. They usually ride outside of the pistol, okay? CZs, they're on the inside. It's not a problem for me. I just thought it was pretty cool that they do that. Again, notice on here, no grease anywhere, nothing. I don't need it, right? Again, DLC. So take your pistol, take your slide on your frame there, and put this sucker back in place. Push that sucker forward just like that. Go ahead and line up your notches. Take your pin. Oopsie. Sorry, it's just me getting used. There we go. There we go. Just pop that sucker back in place. Right? Slide it. And there you go. Now check it out. Gun's empty, right? Here's the trigger on this. You ready? Here we go. That's it. That movement that you see right here, okay, is the take up. It's that much of a take up, and I'm hitting the wall right there, right? Boom. I'm going to hold it now. Here's the reset. You heard that? There's that wall. One more time. That's it. This thing runs, and you're going to notice this on the video on how fast this thing will actually roll. All right. So there you have it. We're going to jump on over and clip into the range shooting the CZ 75 P0-1 99041. It's been a fun one, let me tell you. Let's bring in some shots over at the range, and that'll do it. Do me a favor, leave comments down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on this CZ pistol, okay? The 99041. Again, if you can find one and you're into these type of pistols, pick it up. It's steel framed, so you can actually do whatever you want to it, okay? Go hard chrome. You can go DLC finish on it like I did on this one. You can do whatever you want to do on it. All right. The other ones that are out there, the P0-1s with the rails that are alloy, okay, are not the same thing. Okay. They're not, they are in essence the same gun. This one's heavier, which assists with overall recoil performance. It's better absorption as to the alloy one. All right. I had another fan say, hey, Armando, what do you run in your P0-1s? I run 124 grain. Bullets, 9mm is what I run in my CZs. All right, in my compacts especially. Well, my full size 9mm like the Shadow 2, I run 124 grain. I find it to be quicker on the slide. Okay, it's just quicker cycling of the slide with the 124 grain. It's just me, my opinion. I just like it better that way. Leave comments down below. Let me know what your thoughts are on that. And again, thanks for being here. Let's go ahead and check out the video of this thing running at the range. Okay, we'll go ahead and check it out. See you there. Thanks everyone for watching today. If you enjoy this kind of content, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Most importantly of all, make sure that you click the activation bell down below, okay, to get notification on future videos. Make sure you head on over and check out Jeff at Freedom to Think and give him a checkout, if you will. All right. He's got great music video reactions that are just spot on, and you may see me there from time to time also as well. He'll greatly appreciate a sub also, by the way. Subscribe to his channel. Very important to help this guy out. He's on a march to get up to 100,000 subs, and he's on his way. See you on the next one. Take care.